side lane instead of going for roam here. So I really want to see how the Terizla can keep up with how much HP Masha has. It's going to be definitely a good go here. We do see the 2-2 in mid. So Kufra over here trying to invade the Ling. Again, I do like Area 77's draft. It is just drafted so well. So many comfort picks. Let's see if they can interrupt this comfort pick, though, T-Rex.
Yeah, I think, you know, and Merciless has been running that Masha in the HP lane. A lot of teams like to run the Masha as tank, but this has kind of been a signature thing for Area 77 here. And I do like the rotations. I like the aggression from Gals, keeping vision for his team right now. No one making anything too major. We do kind of have this 2v2 standoff happening once again in the gold lane. A little bit of range from the Melissa. Almost seems like it could be giving Lord T a bit of trouble. Oh, a little bit of an engage. Tyrant's Revenge does lock on to Oh My Manny, and there it is. And this is now we're also seeing the bouncing ball could be trouble for the Minotaur as well.
And the biggest thing that I do see here is that it looks like Area 77 wants to go after the Melissa first before the turtle. The only reason I say that is because they're rotating farther down to the gold lane before the 20-second mark on that turtle. So maybe they're trying to get an early pick on this Melissa. But this is what I believe the Melissa excels at. She's able to kind of just stay back and control the lane. They are getting ready to set up on this turtle. T-Rex, we might see some engage here.
Tyrant's Revenge does come in, does some nice poke damage on to Dream Hates. Turtle is up now, and right when we were talking about Meliora having the position, it seems like Area 77 starting to jog for that. Cian will start the beginning of it, bringing it down to about half health. Gals Cutie, Merciless, coming around the back. Tyrant's Revenge comes in, Tempest of Blades goes down, and the Dawning Light comes out. Cian still able to connect and take that turtle, though, but Pogi does not want to stop this here. One thing Cian's gonna figure out, though, Pogi sacrificed that turtle and took away his blue buff. So a solid play, honestly. Gold still in the favor of Area 77, even with losing that turtle, G.
I was actually going to point that out as well, and I'm glad that you caught that. It's like they're deciding to maybe limit the Ling, not allow him to engage as much by securing both the blue buffs, and I feel like that was a solid play from Pogi there in the Paquito. Just knowing that they're able to dive in there, notice all of the map to be able to get into Ling's blue buff. Ling's gonna have to turn this around and constantly monitor his blue buff. They're gonna have to, that's the only way.
Yeah, they're going to have to do some. I mean, that's going to be a problem if they keep losing their blue buff. A little bit of action up here in the top. Pogi Merciless. I mean, 2v1, having a little bit of trouble with this Terizla. Just shows how much of a problem that Terizla is for a lot of teams in this game right now. Why he's been so popular on the ban list. Down in the bottom, seeing Scopey now coming down. Going to try to collect this gold crab. But Gal's keeping vision for his team. Oh My Manny may also try to make a play, but it seems like Meliora wants to play this slow as well. They know they have this late game composition up in the top. Merciless maybe getting the better of Jolie here. Jolie getting pretty. Merciless still in the chase. Penalty zone does come out, but Merciless will take first blood at the 4-minute mark.
Man, and I was just gonna point it out that both the teams were just kind of playing passive, and then they just the Terizla just overextends a little bit, just gets a little too cocky there in that lane, and attempts to try to take on the Masha when they probably shouldn't have there. But we did see that they're again now they're starting to defend. Meliora's blue buff definitely got to keep the Cyan on the Ling. They got to keep that blue buff. They can't engage a turtle without a blue buff. Look at Merciless hunting down lane there.
Cian gets knocked off the wall and all. Oh my Manny does lock on a Merciless here though. But the Tyrant's followed up by the Tyrant's Rage. Cian down to about half health. Dawning Light comes out, immobilized on to Cian. Pogi now on the hunt. Can he find him? Cian up on the Finch pose with the wall. Pogi decides to opt for the red buff instead. Now doing some nice poke damage with that left jab onto Oh My Manny. Sanguine Claws come out. Big go up from Minotaur. Minoan's Fury able to bring Pogi down to pretty low health. Jolie, they just catch him, and Pogi goes down. Dream Hates Kisses, gets that kill. It's a 1-for-0 trade. Yato able to slow them down as well, but Cian should be able to take this turtle uncontested, G.
Yeah, I was gonna point out that like they're doing so well to invade on Ling's blue buff, red buff, constant poking, just making them on the sit on the edge of their seats. You know, they gotta constantly keep watching, and the moment they don't look at the map, they don't macro and keep the blue buffs or even the red buffs for Ling here, they're gonna have to start controlling the map and start invading on Paquitos. They're gonna have to show some pressure, and I feel like that's just they're gonna do the mid game is where they're gonna excel, but
down to the bottom, Ragnar taking a lot of damage. Will escape. Like just misses. Pogi though coming around the back with the knockout strike, able to get a nice bit of damage onto Oh My Manny and Dream. They will get out of here, but this is the explosiveness. We're hitting that 6-minute mark I was talking about. You got to look at Yato. You got to look at Lord T right now, sitting with 0 deaths. Yes, they have gotten a death on a Pogi, but the major damage dealers that are really going to matter towards this mid to late game, they have not capitalized on yet.
Yeah, no, and again, this is their team comp is very late game. You know, I mean, we got the Melissa gonna definitely excel, be able to poke the back line of Area 77, and then the Sicilian. I wish we could really look at his stacks, but we are looking at his items here. We're already picking up the Clock of Destiny. We're already looking at Claude securing the Demon Hunter early on. Both teams are neck and neck, man. I mean, we're seeing that Sicilian is building more defensive for his third item versus for going to the main. Minnow still not securing a solid item. He has a mixture, a lot of physical defense. I feel like they might take off mid-game here, T-Rex.
Yeah, I like the way Minnow kind of spaced out those items, you know, getting a couple cheap items from a few different sets, even getting a little bit of magic defense in there. And now he's going to start, everything will start coming together. We are seeing Merciless no longer dominate Jolie either up in this top lane, maybe even starting to get outbeat by the Terizla. And Terizla's down a death. Merciless, oh, wait a second. So my Manny does get knocked on strike, knock up. Bogey now going to start to work away onto this turtle, but I don't know if Meliora wants to let that happen. Look at Ragnar sitting inside this bush, maybe trying to make a play. We also see Dream playing around the distance, but Pogi takes the turtle uncontested, and that's good patience. Even though, you know, maybe Meliora just don't want to go for it, and they don't force it, which is a good thing. Still neck and neck, only a 400 gold lead at 8 minutes, 2 deaths. Probably one of the slowest games we've seen yet in the NACT.
I mean, both teams are just kind of testing and feeling the water on each other. I have seen that Gauss Cutie loves sitting into this bush right here and then dashing into the enemy's bush. So again, oh my Manny seems to caught onto that, trying to zone out, gives Melissa a little bit of a space here so they can actually do something. But we might see a problem here.
Yeah, Mo my Fanny taking some damage, but disengaging well. And we keep thinking, Gals, Dawning Light does come out, connects onto Sion up in the top lane. Pogi trying to steal that red buff, was able to take it. Sion does not go home, back to base with that red buff. So another nice invade from Area 77. Finally getting that gold lead to 1K. So it is something. Oh my Manny taking some damage from Lord T. That DHS is starting to kick in. Dawning Light comes out. Oh my Manny brought even low. Lord T has not used that Blazing Duet yet. Also being patient with it. Pogi, Gals ready to make a strike onto this Melissa possibly. They decide not, opt back, and let's try to force in onto this gold lane here.
Yeah, they've Area 77 has been putting pressure on gold lane hard.
Oh, big smash on a Dream Hate, followed up by the Tyrant's Rage. Pogi coming in, but the wall comes up just in time to stop Pogi. Yato, though, with the Dawning Light, does cause a lot of damage onto Oh My Manny. Cian, still with a full bar of health, dancing around, has not used a Finch pose yet, trying to connect down. Lord T and Pogi in the back line, though, forcing Ragnarok back to his base to get his health back. Cian still being chased down. Lord T with the Finch pose. He does get away. Lord T does not chase him down. Area 77 still keeping the lead, though.
Yeah, Area 77 smelt the blood there in that blue buff, and we've seen it. Now Area 77 is starting to take off a little bit. The macro is starting to take off as well. They might... I mean, they might have an uncontested Lord here, but maybe not. We'll see definitely what goes down. Losing that gold lane turret on the Lord. Oh, Gauss Cutie hitting up.
Oh, big hit on the Dream Hates Kisses. Will go down to Lord T. Lord T, though, taking a lot of damage from Cian. Thomas the Blades comes down. Lord T is able to flicker out and get away. Oh my Manny, now also running away. Does use that Minoan's Fury to knock everybody up. Gauss Cutie almost takes a shower shot to end his life, but will escape. But while this is happening, Ad Meliora able to take a tower down to the bot. Merciless getting a kill for himself against Ragnarok. Finally, Merciless does go down. Lord T, though, taking a lot of damage as Cian jumps down from the wall and gets the kill to help finish what Jolie started.
I'm not gonna lie, the Charizla being able to macro those towers down, it's looking very well. I mean, put just that overall play, they knew they're not winning in kills right now because of their late game comp, but they're trading towers. They're still looking a little good. They need to trade a few more towers.
Oh, Cian taking a lot of damage. Needs to be careful about who he is jumping into for sure. One thing I gotta say is, you know, it's been a slow-paced game, and honestly, Meliora wants a slow-paced game. They want to get to the late game. I'm surprised Area 77, yes, they have late game too, but they don't have a Sicilian. You know, they don't have something that like really thrives on just pushing into the 20-minute, 25-minute mark, 30-minute mark. So Meliora, yes, they're 2K behind, but that is not the end of the world for them just yet.
No, catching a couple towers, maybe even taking the Lord. That's what Ling excels at here. Just one of those mistakes or upsets on Area 77 side could smell trouble for him. But it does look like they zoned out all of Ad Meliora here.
Yeah, I mean, and great job from Merciless there. And I think at that point, kind of like the turtle earlier, Ad Meliora just saying, we don't want to fight for this. This isn't where we don't want to put everything on this. Let's back off. We can't win out. They got a bit of a gold lead. We've been losing some of these team fights. So Meliora still keeping a level head as we creep into the 12th minute here.
Yeah, and then the Lord, they're going to have to really defend here because this is the moment in a lot of games where the choke starts to happen.
Oh, Jolie taking a lot of damage. Pogi trying to land the final shot. Oh, my man, he does come in and help out. So you will go down. You sacrifice yourself for Jolie, which honestly, not a terrible sacrifice. You know, one of you's got to go. So let's drop the tank and keep Charizla pumping. They're probably going to lose this tower to that. So once again, I'm on the fence. Does Meliora keep playing this passive to try to last to the end game, or do you at some point you've got to fight back? Ragna taking a lot of damage from Merciless. Yato able to take that mid lane tower. The Lord has crunched in onto the inhibitor, and the rest of the team now moving into the middle. Then mobilization, and Yato with the Donning Light taking down Dream. Penalty zone does come out. Lord T able to flicker away. Gauss Cutie pretty low, but they want to keep on pushing. The base is getting lower. The inhibitor at about 10%. Pogi popping some recalls, showing who is winning in this game, but Jolie doesn't want to take that. He wants to keep going, but he is going to get hit from that Donning Light. Merciless now pushing forward, and Jolie has to back off. Ad Meliora trying to keep some of their jungle in their hands, but it's slowly falling to Area 77.
Yeah, I mean, really what Ad needs to do here is they need to, the Ling needs to do split pushing as much as possible, have control over the side lanes on one side, maybe even take that bottom right turret. Might be something they want to do, but Merciless and Area 77 kind of already know that as well. That's what Ling excels at, and we're seeing it. The Ling is doing what I suspected. You need to control those side lanes. It's the only opportunity you have when you're choked at your own inhibitor here. And the other part of the team just needs to really defend, split the teams, and see what they could possibly do here, T-Rex.
Cian getting caught down. Tempest of Blades does go off. A little bit of a 1v1 versus jungler, but Cian does not want to take that fight. Blue buff getting worked on now away from Yato, Lord T. Cian trying to maybe catch an angle where he can secure Retribution. Gonna Finch pose. Isn't able to get it. Pogi steals the blue buff once again. This is starting to look a bit grim. We're now creeping into a 6,000 gold lead for Area 77, 14 and a half minutes in.
Yeah, they did force the Retry on the Ling as well, which the Lord coming up in 10 seconds. If Area 77 does decide to just zone them all out and take that Lord, it might be uncontested once again. I mean, They're looking in a rough place here, but time will tell. It's coming into the 15-minute mark, and I mean, we're coming into the mid-late game here, so we might see an avenue change here once the Melissa starts taking off and once the Sicilian starts taking off. Again, it'll just come down to team comp.
Definitely possible. And you mentioned zoning, right? And Area 77 doing such a wonderful job at that. They know this Lord's coming. Gals and Merciless stayed in that red buff jungle, keeping vision. I'm not just talking like the river bushes. I'm talking about all the way up in this red buff jungle, like ready, like knowing like we're not going to let you pass this. Possible pick off onto Jolie. Penalty zone does come out, but Yato will secure the kill with the Blazing Duet to help Area 77 get away. Pogi now pushing forward, maybe wanting to make a play. Locking on to Dream, doing a little bit of poke damage. Needs to be careful though. Ragna and Oh My Manny are there to help out. Yato, Merciless now zoning in onto this middle inhibitor. It will go down and Merciless collects onto Ragna. Donnie Light comes out and Ragna will go down or survives with a flicker of health. Jolie will go down, but the base is being focused on. Dream hate pretty low. Ragna as well, but no minions to help. But Lord still marching. Lord still coming. Area 77 wants to finish this here. It's only 7-2, 16 minutes, but make this quick. Cutie with a huge Tyrant's Rage. Pogi with the killing spree. Gals Cutie takes out Ragna, and down goes Ad Meliora. Oh My Manny trying to pull this Lord away, trying to anytime they can. The penalty zone comes in, but Jolie, this will not be enough. Donnie Light comes out. Immortality pops for Pogi, and the base is locked. The base goes down. Area 77 takes game 1.
Man! That was crazy. I do like that their Lord, they tried to drag the Lord away. They tried to get that play to possibly turn the tide and allow more minions to come out of the base. But again, I just think letting that Xavier pick go through, it was just tough. Like,